Hey guys, Dan here, and today I'm going to be taking you through a review of the Sony A7 III mirrorless camera. Let's get into it. Alright, so I was originally using the Canon T7i. In fact, it's what I'm shooting on right now. And I was looking for a mirrorless camera that was going to be lighter and it was going to be slimmer, but I also wanted some updated features like 4K capabilities, better autofocus, and better stabilization. Initially, I tried out the Canon M50, but I found that it was a little too entry level, and wanting to step it up, I jumped up to the A7 III. I've been using this thing for about a week, and I've got to say, I'm actually really impressed. This was a massive jump from what I was using before, and it actually works really, really well. So it does shoot 4K at 60 frames per second. It's got a 24 megapixel full frame sensor in here. It's using a Sony E-mount, so you are going to be using very specific lenses for this device. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the design of this thing. So first, the weight. I was looking for something lighter than I was using before. Didn't really achieve it. So this is about 650 grams by itself. That's not including the lens as well. So it's not the lightest thing in the world to carry around, but that is a trade-off for a lot of really great features in this thing. It's got sort of a leather grip on the side here, and you can see also the NFC badge right there. On the right side, you can pop out and you'll see the 2 SD card slots in here. So it's got dual SD and it's really easy to access, which is great. On the bottom, if we flip it over, you can see the battery that fits in here, and it's a pretty large battery. It actually lasts quite a while, even when filming in 4K. Now on the left side here, if you open the port, we've got plug-in power. In the next port here, we have our headphone jack and our micro HDMI. And then on the bottom, we have our multi-port and our USB-C. They all do sort of click in because they do have a weather-sealed body, and it overall just feels like a really good quality. Now the screen itself is something that I'm not used to because I'm used to Canon bodies, but it doesn't have a fully articulating screen. It really just tilts. So you can see if I pull this thing out, you can tilt up and out, and you can also tilt the screen down, so it's really just going to be great for filming above or below you, but it's not necessarily as good for, say, vlogging or that sort of thing. And in a lot of cases, I actually found that I needed to use my iPad as an external monitor so that I could see it when the camera was on me. And it's not a deal breaker. The app actually works pretty well once you get connected, but that is something to keep in mind if you are going to be using this to record yourself on a full-time basis. And now, speaking of recording, this thing's capable of recording 4K video at 30 frames per second, and it's also got great autofocus while it does that. It uses face tracking, and then it's able to blur the background behind you, and it does it actually pretty quickly, and I haven't really noticed any problems with that so far. It has in-body stabilization, meaning you're not necessarily going to need to rely on the stabilization of your individual lens. They're all going to be able to stabilize due to the camera itself. And it's not going to work as well as, say, a gimbal or something like that, but it is quite a difference from cameras that don't have it. So overall, this has been a really great camera. I'm excited to be using this more often, and you'll start seeing a lot more of my videos in 4K using this. If you have any questions or anything you want to know about this, if you want to see any other videos on the Sony A7 III, let me know all of that in the comments below and I will get to that. As well, remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button to see more from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.